Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. This is Tuxedo E, and we're getting back into our playthrough of Book of Hours. This will be video 81 in our series. So we're getting to the end of autumn. We've got our books, our salon has taken place. We've used all of our lessons, so we're probably going to fast forward and get to winter as fast as possible so we can resolve the incident that we have active. So with that said, let's dive in and see what we've got going. Everything is remembered. Hush House endures. Game loaded successfully. So let's see here. We were messing around a little bit with some of our various skills, just unlocking a couple new recipes. Let's see, we might need to do an order here. So let's grab our typewriter in our order form and see what we can order. Copper wire, ham, coffee. We probably are going to want some more tea here soon. And definitely going to want some more sugar. Let's see, we'll get some Assam tea. Then we'll get some Lapsang tea. We can get... Let's see what we have as far as sugar goes. We have 4 packs of sugar. Okay, we should be good on that. Some potatoes is always good. Let's see, anything else we need from Catering Hero? I think that should be good. So let's see, anything we need from TRN. Newbeam, Desiccated Witchworm, Josh Jennings, Strathcone Whiskey, Roscragan Whiskey, Domain Raveline, Lambig, Armagnac, Drinking Cocoa. We have some pheasant. We have a pheasant somewhere, I think. If we haven't cooked it already. We have 1 pheasant there, yes. We have some plums. We do need some more beef, I think. We only have 1 side of beef. We can order another joint of beef. And let's see, some... Yeah, we don't really need to make that order yet, but we can go ahead and send off Catering Hero there. So we need 135 pence. So we have our £1 note. That will do that. We get 105 pence back. Alright, so let's go ahead and fast forward to the next day here. And we'll do some beachcombing and see what we can get. And we'll go out farming the moors as well. Let's see. Let me go ahead and prepare our party for next season. It will be winter, so we can't do a picnic, so we're definitely going to want to do something indoors. We can do 11s up here. So let's see, who are we going to invite? Let's drop that lens out so we have room to put our book. So I think for this one, let's see who we can invite. And let's see, let's do Aladim. So we need Rose. So we could do Aladim. Let's do... We can do Daymare as well. We can do... Let's do Connie. That's 3. We'll do the kills, and so we have room for one more. We can do... Still have one that we haven't uncovered yet. Needs 5 something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Should have everybody here. Right, let's... We can do Asan. And we'll put our book back here. So let's see. Oh, something must have changed when they did the update here, because our people no longer show us what they like. But we know Aladim likes Moon, I believe. And he won't touch alcoholic drink. So let's check our... Let me check my list here. So for Aladim, we're going to need something that's non-alcoholic. So we can give him some water or some tea. We have a jug of water here we can use, so we'll make that for Aladim. We could do our... We're going to do 11s, so we can do it up here. Actually, since it is winter, everybody's going to want a big hearty meal, so we'll just have a full dinner for lunch. See, Connie likes Sky, so we can give her this Blue Crown tea. Dagmar likes Knock, so that's going to be the Assam tea, which we have a pot of down here somewhere. There we go. Yep, deep sweetened Assam, so we can just bring that up. To the dining room. So that's 3. Then Asan likes heart, so that can be... We've already got that covered with the water, so we could do another thing of water for him. And then the kills will drink anything, so we'll Let's see how she likes some... We can give her some of her family's wine, because she is a Raveline. So let's see. So Aladim likes... Aladim likes scale. So we need a scale food, which we can get with... Might already have one here. But we have this roast pheasant we can use. So that covers Esan and Aladim. And Connie. Well, Connie likes moon. So we need something with moon for Connie. Okay, so the Blue Crown tea is out. Need something with moon for Connie. We have some alcoholic beverages with moon here. I'm sure we do. Oh, the Armagnac's. There's a bottle of it up here somewhere. Oh, I saw a bottle somewhere. Armagnac's. There it is. So that will be for Connie. Esan likes heart, yes. So that's covered by the water. Yep, so that's all 5 drinks that we have. So this gives us heart, scale, sky, forge, rose. So heart. We need a moon dish. Okay, we can do something with the mushrooms here. And we have a bottle over here that's almost empty, so we can use that. And make pickled mushrooms. And that will cover a first dish. So we just need a side dish, which we have, and a pudding. We have a pudding here, apple charlotte, we can use. So there's that. Now we need 2 more dishes just on this. We need one for Dagmar. We have Nock. We can use this aglafotus souffle for Nock. For Dagmar. And then we just need 1 more dish of anything. So we'll make something simple. We'll just put some almonds on the table, because why not? And that'll be a side dish. I think the pickled mushrooms count as a first dish as well. Found some quartz. And we found some pilchards. So let's put the quartz down somewhere. Here, yep. And grab the pilchards. Let's see, can we make anything with those pilchards? Just off the cuff. We need something with them. Okay, so just by themselves, pilchards cannot be cooked. We'll need something with them. Mackerel could be cooked by itself, but not the pilchards. We'll save those for making another King's Luck pie. We've got a couple up here already. We could just throw a bottle of milk on the table. It counts as sustenance. Let's get this pickled mushrooms done and see what we can do with that. So this counts as a first course and a side dish, so that's good. That's done. So we just need one more dish. No, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see, we have heart and scale. Knock. And moon. Yep, and so that covers everybody. So everybody is prepared for that, so we can go on and speed up and get ready for the next day. Found a serpentine slab. Nothing really useful there. We could crush it later. And let's go ahead, we can make some... we have, this cat needs to be fed. We have not fed it before. Feed the beastie. We need a soul element to feed him. So we use our Arab, and we need sustenance, either an egg or remains. We can give him an egg. Guess we never did find the dog on this run yet. A full belly makes a helpful friend. This beastie is now inclined to cooperate. Oh, were you planning to work on that desk? To heart, to grail, to moth. Actually, we can put him up here in Governor Collar's office. Can we? Nope, there's already something there. We can put him here. Yep, there we go. Let's see, our other pets over here, we need to feed them too, so let's go ahead and do that. So for food, need egg or remains, so we can feed an egg. And then the stimpling needs food as well. And he, again, wants food, egg or remains. So let's see, I know we had a couple of things that wanted egg as an ingredient. So let's try that. So Horns and Ivories has scale and knock. So let's add knock. Okay, so that makes a secret threshold. If we can get it to 10 knock, so we'll put the memory in. So that makes a chimeric larva, and I bet if we put it at 15 knock, it would make the chimeric larva into something else, into the curious imago. So let's see what else we have. So insects and nectars. If we add nectar, so that makes Maricat. If we could add moon instead, we need... So if we use regular honey, or we use cuckoo honey for that, so let's add some regular, see if regular honey is the other recipe. No. Let's see, so that's insects and nectars. Ah, yes, so it can also make the perilous imago for that. We've unlocked, so we don't need to make more of those. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next day. Sunny today. And watch, for all my preparations, it's going to drop a Numa on us, isn't it? Alright, so the Stimfling is back and ready again. We have nothing in autumn that we can harvest there. Could harvest some Honey-Scar Jasmine there. Could harvest Fragrant Chalice, which we might as well harvest some Fragrant Chalice. We could always use some more tea. And some pears. Because why not? Keep forgetting to harvest the sea holly in summertime. Alright, so those can go out to the bridge for now. Actually, we'll take the Fragrant Chalice and we'll make some tea with it. Just because it's cheap tea. And we'll go ahead and speed through and get to winter. So there's nothing else going on this season. And we might as well use this pack of drinking cocoa, make some chocolate. Let's see, we have... We have some mackerel over here, so we can make some poached mackerel, or... If we use... Let's see here. Mackerel can also be used to make... we add an egg. And we can make mackerel kerdigre. Forge, heart, and moon. Something we haven't made before, so let's make that. There's our pot of cocoa. Go right down there. A wonderfully versatile dish favored for breakfast by the sons of the lark and for supper by the daughters of the owl. So this is a first course with moon, heart, and forge. Okay, so that's for if we ever invite Serena over again. Can give her that. So we can stick this up on our table up here just for storage purposes. right, let's get into winter. Oh, and there's our shipment from Catering Hero. So we'll unbox that. So we have 5 packets of tea. So let's see where we can squeeze this on our shelf here. Actually, we can put this in our inventory. We can put the egg on the shelf. Now that we've used up all our eggs. We've got that tea there now. Potatoes we can squeeze onto the shelves. And we can make a mushroom and potato bake, I think it is. Yep, we can make a mushroom potato bake using mushrooms. Just need to place this last one there. There we have room for that. Alright, so let's see. Are we going to have Numa sneaking up on us, or do we have a regular season coming? We have a regular season. So let's see, will this finish off this incident, or do we have somebody else that needs to visit that we haven't seen yet? There's our mushroom potato bake. Callers tried out a variation on this as a Kirkubit prison fare. It was tasty, but allegedly he was as interested in the connection between the moderation of the taste of mushrooms and the suppression of the crowned growth. Alright, so nobody is done. This story is over. And we have our final person that hasn't come to visit, Princess Kokil Amirijibi. Artist, socialite, burglar, an unspeakably charming woman with a particular knack for getting adopted. She's interested in Nok and Grail. She speaks Vak, Sanskrit. She likes Grail food and drink, and she understands Greek. So let's see what's going on with Princess Amirijibi. Darling, hello. I have the teeniest favor to ask. So she likes Nok and Grail. We can give her a Nok book to satisfy her. We have this. I'm sure we have a Nok 4 book here somewhere. Yes, we do. We have Traveling at Night. My visitor needs something sealed or unsealed. My collection can help. However, if we were to give her something with Nok, or with Grail instead. My visitor has questions about blood or birth or both. My collection has answers. We'll let her read about something sealed and get her card to complete our collection of visitor cards. How promising. Use this at a desk with my writing book. What you might call an occult correspondence. Sachina Palace, Tiflis. Needs at least 5 Grail. So let's go ahead and unlock that, because we have... That way we have everything unlocked. So we add the typewriter, we add our book, and we add Grail. So that is all of our addresses in our address book. So we'll go ahead and speed on to tomorrow so we can do our dinner. As soon as night falls, we'll start inviting our people over. And as soon as day breaks, we can invite the kills. House is dark, the kills will be tucked up in bed. I should be too. So we can use an Arab to get their attention. And then use the writing case to get their invitation card. Invite the kills up to Hush House. And we get a storm today. Mr. Kill is clearly excited and remains courteous. Mrs. Kill is courteous and may be excited as ever. It's difficult to tell. Kills have sent a gift ahead. They sent me a marrow. A pale marrow. The Kills will attend the next salon in their Sunday best. The Kills are pleasant company, but not as erudite as some other visitors, and may be slightly less productive of lessons. This card will remain available until the Kills have attended the salon. Alright, so let's see then. We have everybody coming. Our dishes are ready. So Aladdin likes scale food, won't touch intoxicating drink. We have that covered. Connie likes sky food and drink. We have that covered. Do we have a sky drink here somewhere? No, we need a sky drink. Is the Blue Crown Tea sky? I thought she was moon, not sky. She is... Yes, the Blue Crown Tea is sky. So we can save the Armagnac for later. We have sky. Yep. So that covers everybody. She likes knock. He likes moon food, but sky drinks. So, yep, we have everybody covered. So we have moon food with pickled mushrooms, and then we have sky drink with Blue Crown Tea. So we just have to wait for noon to roll around here. Go ahead and put everybody's card into place. Wait for the proper time. I guess take their places for lunch. Fete. With clear caution, Mrs. Kill samples the wine. Red wine from the bottle with the Domaine Raveline label. As the taste crosses her tongue, her usual melancholy melts, and she smiles. But then she locks the smile away. I left all that behind, she says. Her Cornish accent is blurred, like tempura in rain, so that another accent beneath it has become visible, something no warmer but more quicksilver. I left all that behind before the qualities in the soil could enter my bones, though all of us carry a little of it. And so I will never have children of my own. You understand, my darling, she is speaking to Mr. Kill. You understand, don't you? And you understand that I will take the small risk still to Mr. Kill, of finishing this glass. Stone stories. So let's see, where does stone stories lie? Stone stories is currently at level 5, so we need 5 scale or nectar. So we can get 1 nectar here. Scale. We have earthquake names, so that's scale there. Let's see if there's any of these have scale on them. No. So we can do Singlefoot songs. Gets us 2. So that will give 3. And we need 4. And scale or nectar, we can do ambrosial. So that will give us 5 to upgrade stone stories to its next level. Back to our fit. Back to our salon. Use whist to raise a complex question for reasoned debate. Aladim and Dagmar are engrossed in a deeply technical discussion about the accuracy and possible transience of Westergren's accounts of the Mansus. Dagmar keeps deferentially reminding Aladim that she's never passed the stag door. Path and Pilgrim. So Dagmar knows about the occult, but she's not a no. Whether because she chose not to, or because she just never has solved the riddle. Path and Pilgrim. That's one we don't have, it appears. So, hey, new skill. Invite a challenge and add a metal card. Serious discussions. Dagmar, chatting amiably to Mr. Kill, disparagingly mentions the 1848 Springtime of Nations in a way that suggests she might have been present for it, which would make her something like 90 years old. Mr. Kill expresses shock, then surprise, then begins to stammer. Dagmar waves the whole thing away. First, I was very young. Second, age is not a number. I'll tell you what's a number, though. 9. 9's an utter number. So that got us an occult scrap. Add a whist card. Dagmar and Aladim chat happily about Medina's Queens of the Rivers. Another Path and Pilgrim. Reason discussion, another whist card. Hopefully they don't ask me for another one. Connie questions Mrs. Kill about stories of changelings in the remoter parts of the county. Mrs. Kill insists that these are only stories, but admits she has been known to string windowsills with red thread and place rowan twigs beneath the cradle, just in case. Quenchings and quellings. And a metal card to finish up. Essan and Aladim discuss the care and feeding of birds of prey, furs and feathers. A lively meal concludes. My guests leave happy. So let's collect our memories and upgrade. So Curious Hunch, it goes up here. And then we have Stone Stories. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then our Arab. So let's see, what else do we have? We have Furs and Feathers, Quenchings and Quellings, Path and Pilgrim, Rose and Scale. Interesting combo there. Quenchings and Quellings, Furs and Feathers. Furs and Feathers is currently level 4. Quenchings and Quellings is level 5, so let's do Furs and Feathers. We need Scale and Sky. Easy enough. Oh, not that one. There we go. So that will give us Sky. And Sky. And Scale on that one. And Scale. Need one more. We could do Lake Ficino Recordings to get Sky. So that gives us 4. Stone Stories is now level 6. Alright, so we'll grab Furs and Feathers. One, and we can use our Storm too, so we actually have an extra one. Can use, well, Path and Pilgrim. So we'll save that Memory Fear for Path and Pilgrim. Because our bed can take Scale. Rain today. And our new book from Oriflamme's, Key of Night. The deliberations leading to a manifesto of the Worms of a Scale, as recorded around 1900 in the Bar Vienna in the cellar of the Hotel Cuervo in Noon. Yep, we can go ahead and we can afford that, so let's get it. It's only 1 Spintria anyway. Alright, Furs and Feathers is now level 5. We can learn Path and Pilgrim. We have Rain, so that's Nectar and Heart, Nectar and Grail. We need Winter and Heart, Quenchings and Quellings. Alright, so Path and Pilgrim. The traveler is always returning. One who does not is no traveler. And we have a Fete we can use for that. To upgrade that to level 2. So let's see. Quenchings and Quellings we have is at level 5. So we need 5 Winter or Heart memories. So let's start reading for that. So we can do Winter. And we can do Winter. So that's 2. We need 5. Yes, Quenchings and Quellings is 5. So that's 2 Winter. Heart for 3. Heart for 4. And Heart for 5. Alright, so Path and Pilgrim is now level 2, and it is Birdsong and Nyctodromy. And we'll grab our Quenchings and Quellings now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons. And our Sick Health to upgrade this to level 6. There we go. That is level 6 now. Art which quench fires and brings solace to the troubled mind. A true adept is never troubled by fire, nor by fever, nor by restless spirit. So we have Key of Night, 6 scale. That'll be a quick read, so we can just come right over here. Strangely, that's one I usually find a lot earlier than that. Can unearth it with Coil and Chasm. So let's see, we have some wood. Let's go ahead and make us some more pears, since we have some rain to use today. Yep, so that makes Purus. Even though we're using some wood with knock instead of nectar, we have plenty of nectar available. So we'll make some strange fruit, ripe with both forage and nectar aspect to burst from the wood. The worms, all of whom use grandiose noms de guerre, like Citizen Knife and the Midnight Pilgrim, agree that all previous iterations of their movement have been feckless and treacherous, and agree that the return of the pre-human hours, the gods from stone, is the true way to end the tyranny of eternity. The worms identify the wheel, the tide, the flint, Sulochana, the spider door, the excellency, not the bossus, and Wickle inextinguishable as the 7 necessary pentiments that must be returned to every history through the propaganda of the deed. This is an eccentric list, and clearly a compromise. The process of threshing it out clearly exhausts all the participants, who don't specify the necessary deed beyond a vague reference to the loopholes. This gives us Memory Fear and a lesson in Pentiments and Precursors. So let's stick this up on our red shelf over here. Wickle inextinguishable. Gee, where have we seen those initials before? Yeah, I think we saw them over here. Yeah, W for Wickle. So Wickle was the one who was being held here in this thing until he escaped and he turned himself into King Henry IX. So great, we have a name as the king right now. Wunderbar. And we have a crate of supplies. Let's open it up and see what's in there. And then Pentiments and Precursors is one we already have mostly finished, I think. Nope, it's still at level 5. So Grail and Scale. Let's see what weather we get tomorrow. So there is our Pyrrhus. Can put this up on the shelf over here somewhere. Oh, we can put it where we store the wood. Let's see, what was in this box? Now we have some snow to work with, sky and winter. We found some kerosene for the brightest flame. So we can put that on the shelf in here for now. Let's just put it on that desk. Yeah, they just got a bottle of kerosene laying around, boys. Ah, there's actually, let's put it at the storage room. That makes a little more sense. So we already have some kerosene in here. Yeah, Forge 3. Yeah, that'll make bright flame, all right. Okay, so we have... we need to make the memories for pentiments and precursors, so we need scale and grail. So we can do scale 1. We can do grail 2. We can do scale 3. We can do grail 4. So we need one more grail or scale, and we have this Newman we can use, so that'll give us 5. So we just have to fast forward until those are done. And we finally had a use for that earthquake name we've been saving for who knows how long. Alright, so pentiments and precursors. Feats and fetes of forgotten things. The Carapace Cross, the line of Antaios, the world of a low red sun. Though much is taken, much abides. Well, Wind and Waiting has scale on it, so we could use that, but we don't need to. We'll use our Whist and improve this to level 6. Alright, so this has been a fairly productive day. Anything we can do with that snow? Three winter. 5 winter. Yeah, almost enough to make it to 15, but nothing we really need to do with it, I think. Especially since we have the Wormwood Dream that gives us 6 winter. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to the end of the day, and we'll probably call it a day at this point. So, thank you for joining me. Hope you've been enjoying where this journey through Brenkrug Island has been going. If you like what you've been watching, please leave a like or a comment down below. If you want to see where this train is going to end up at the final station of, then please subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.